case you didn't remember my name from this morning, I'm Charles Dorais from Makivik Corporation. This afternoon I'm going to be speaking very briefly on how Makivik helps research projects in the north. And tomorrow morning I will go into more of social economy and how we participate in the social economy and how Makivik is involved in socioeconomic development globally. We are not a social research facility per se, but we do have an extensive research department, and we study water, tides, bones, beluga, you name it. We're pretty extensive, which we just expanded 2 years ago. And we work with many universities. The International Polar Year, we were very involved. And we work, like I said, with a lot of universities and over the past year with government agencies. So we're very well implicated, and we always try to serve a purpose when we're doing things like that for our beneficiaries, our shareholders. And one of the things that we do is we test animals. We do tests for parasites and everything, so they're safe for consumption. Now I'll go to more of the social studies and research. Sometimes Makivik, first of all, for some of you people, I'll just introduce some of the things that I was going to talk about tomorrow, but Makivik is a land claim organization for the Inuit of Northern Quebec. It's about 1/3 of the province. We're only 10,000 people there. Well, actually 11,000, I would say 10,000 Inuit beneficiaries. We're scattered across 14 villages on the coast, on the Ungava and the Hudson coast. And I'll have more stats tomorrow on that. And a lot of times we administrate the funds that we receive from the JBNQA, the James Bay and Northern Quebec Agreement, and other agreements that we've signed through the years. So we're an economic development corporation, and we promote economic development and socioeconomic development to various subsidiaries that we have and try to create wealth, relief from poverty, a lot of the themes that we were talking about today, and promote the Inuit culture and preserve the Inuit way of life. So many times when there's a void in certain organizations or in our territory, Makivik sometimes will take a role, and that's where we come in sometimes, and we facilitate and assist in social sciences and research. So throughout the years, we've worked with many universities. We sit on different steering committees, like the new RESDA, the Social Economic Network of Canada, Northern Network. So we've done many research through the years. We also work with our local or regional partners, such as the Health Board, on certain issues. The land claims, local land holding corporations, like I said before, the Makivik Regional Government, the school board, on social economic issue that we're interested in. So some of the studies that we've done, and it's just not an exhaustive list, but that we always work on, is obviously the social economy. We're very interested in the mines. We've done work also on self-government, because obviously we are trying to establish a form of self-government in Nunavik. Again, socioeconomic projects. We worked extensively with different partners on the SLICA, which was the Survey of Living Conditions in the Circumpolar Arctic in the past. Housing studies, cost of living studies, which includes poverty. Obviously, we need those tools that later on we use, obviously sometimes for lobbying and to set our point on different topics throughout the years. So when we're doing social research, we're really interested in not doing research for the sake of doing research, but we need we want a clear mandate of why we're doing it. In the future, we want to focus, the types of research we want to focus on is harvesting, more on the traditional and mixed economy. As we saw in a presentation earlier, one of the gentlemen showed a slide, and it's all over, it's hard sometimes to distinguish one from the other in a mixed economy. So just in concluding, like I said, for the research to be useful to us, we must have a clear purpose. It's got to be relevant, well-focused, and will have clear objectives and benefits for all involved. We want to implicate the people in the field, and also Inuit researchers. We're working on a project on land-based economy right now. We're going to have Inuit people collecting data, and we want to make sure it's well communicated and clear next steps and perhaps a plan of action if possible. We're also working more and more with other Inuit regions. ITK recently developed a new research steering committee on social issues and physical science issues. So this committee has just started off. An example of collaboration between different Inuit land claims organizations was the National Committee on Economic Development, in which we did sort of research in a sense, as we gathered 30 years of economic development stuff and socioeconomic issues and what we've done, and we've all put it on a website which is accessible to the public. What else? How does Makivik help? Well, obviously we try to facilitate by contacts, by establishing a work plan with the communities. As money is becoming rarer and rarer, we have less and less money, but we just contributed to a chair with Laval University, in which we're committing an amount every year. And on top of that, sometimes we have a lot of services we provide in kind. So like I said, we do a lot of things, and the main bottom line is how we'll help the welfare of the Inuit of Northern Quebec. That's it, I guess, for today.